Hello all, in today's video we will be studying about conditional expressions. Before moving towards conditional expression, let us take some examples of our day-to-day activities. Suppose if you want to step out of the house and the season is rainy season. If there are very heavy rains, then I won't step out of the house. But if there are no rains, then I will step out of the house. So my decision of moving out of the house, it depends on the rain. So rain is nothing but a condition. My decision is to go out, but that decision is affected by a condition, that is a rain. Whether the rain is there or not. Same way, if you want to go out for a hiking, you can't just leave the house by packing, right? You have to take the permission of your parents. Over here, your decision of going for a hiking depends on the condition that your parents will allow you or not. So every decision that you make, it depends upon a certain conditions. So let's proceed towards the chapter. I have given some of the basic examples over here, whatever I have discussed. Next, in conditional expression, we will be studying if-else expression. Let's take one example for it. Suppose I am inputting a value a equals 7. I will put this if-else loop if a is greater than print Over here, I have taken a very simple example. What I have done is, I have given an input a equals 7. And over here, I have given a condition. If a is greater than 8, it will print the value of a is greater than 8. And suppose if it is less than, then directly it will print the below statement. That is, the value of a is less than 8. So what happens over here is, it executes this first particular line, then it comes below. It will check this. If this is true, if a is greater than this, if this is true, then it will go below. Okay. If suppose this is false, if this statement is false, then it will leave this. It won't execute this. It won't execute the print, and it will directly go to the next line else, and it will print this. Let me execute this. A is 7, 7 is less than 8. So what it has done is, it has directly executed this. And what we got? The value of A is less than 8. Now I will write 9. Let's check whether it functions well. Yes, see. It has came over here, if A is greater than 8. Yes, 9 is greater than 8. So it has executed this and it has given me this particular output. So once it executes this, it will directly come out of the loop. It won't go over here. So over here, either if this is true, then it will execute this. It will come out of the loop. It won't go over here. It won't go over here, directly it will come out. Or else if this is false, then it will execute this and it will come out of the loop. Understood? Next, we will be learning about the structure of conditional expression. If we have a look at the structure of conditional expression, here there is a statement and soon after the statement there is a colon, right? So over here, if I just put an enter after print, it directly comes at the bottom line, leaving a space over here. So this space is called as indent. So how much this indent should be? The indent is actually 4 characters, that is the 4 spaces over here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Or it is just a tab. If I take it back, press a tab, yes. If I take it back, if I just press a space, 1, okay, it is in red color, see the print is in red color. Now I will move it ahead. 2, 3 and 4. So after the 4 spaces, it turns out to green color. So this is its actual position. Alright. Even if we try to take it back over here, and now suppose this is 9. Execute this and let me see whether this works or not. So if A is greater than 8, so 9 is greater than 8, right? 9 is greater than 8. So it should print me this. Run it. See, it gives an error. So what you need to do is, you need to keep a 4 spaces or a tab, run it. Now it will give me a proper answer. If not tab, what you need to do, you have to give 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4 until it turns to a green color, from red to green. Now you run it. So this is how the structure of conditional expression is, and this space is called as indent. It's not necessary that only one condition is there for you. There can be more than one condition, there can be 2 conditions, there can be 3 conditions. Suppose if you want to go for a hiking. So over here you need to take your parents' permission, yes or no? If your parents says yes, you will go. So that is the first condition. Now what your parents says is, you have to come before 5 o'clock. But you want to enjoy with your friends and you want to come around 9 o'clock, late night. In that condition, you want to go, but your parents is saying you come by 5 o'clock. In order to meet that, there will be a certain key, right? Suppose your friend is there, who is in a neighborhood. You both are in the same class. So in that condition, what your parents will ask you, whether that particular so-and-so student, whether he will be coming on the same time, then you will be saying yes. Then if that student comes at 9 o'clock, then you also come at 9 o'clock. So there are 2 conditions. Okay, so first your parents should allow you, and second is you want to come at 9 o'clock. So in order to come at 9 o'clock, your friend should be there along with you. If your friend is there along with you, then your parents will allow till 9 o'clock. See, over there are 2 conditions. So even over here in Python, there can be 2 conditions, there can be 3 conditions, there can be 4 conditions, many conditions. So let us go along with it. In order to put more conditions in it, what I will be using? I will be using elif statement. E-L-I-F. Elif means else if. If this is not true, then else if you put another condition, A is greater than 7. Execute this. A is greater than 7. Print A is greater than 7. If you want to put one more condition, I can just keep on putting as many conditions as I want. Put this condition, one more condition I will put. Okay, enter. Seven. Then next will be 6. So many conditions, you can just go with it. Over here I will go with 5.5. I will run it. See, 5.5, it is greater than 5, right? So what it has given me, the value of A is greater than 5. So what happens over here? This 5.5, it will come over here. If 5.5 is greater than 8, no, then it will come over here. Okay, it won't execute this, right? Because here it is false. So it will go to the next statement. Elif, is it greater than? No. 5.5 is not greater than 7. Then it will leave this. It won't execute this. Again it will come over here. No. Then again it will come. Yes. 5.5 is greater than 5. Yes. This is true. So if this is true, it will print this statement and directly it will come out of this loop and it will give me this output. It won't go through the below statements. It won't execute the below statements. See, this is a basic syntax that I have given you. In this you can put elif as many times as you want, as many conditions are there. You can just keep on putting with an elif statement. This is a code. Fine, here there is a quiz. Write a program to print yes when the age entered by the user is greater than or equal to 18. Write age equal to int age. I will be writing in numbers, right? So input please enter your age. Go to the next line. I am putting a condition over here. If age is greater than or equal to 18, then it should print yes. So now over here they have just told us if the age is 18, just print yes. If it is not 18, did they told us to print anything else? No, they have not told us anything. So what I have to do over here? Suppose if I don't write a else. See, with if you have to write a else. Okay, I have written a else initially, right? In the execution of the above program. Yes or no? Suppose if I don't write else, will this program will give me the output or it will throw me an error? Just answer this. Put a comment below. Put a timestamp over here. Whether it will give me an output or not. So let's run and see it. Run it. Put a age. Suppose I will write age as 19. Run it. Yes, it has given me a yes. So it is functioning fine. So even if you don't put a else over here, the program will function fine. After this, the next topic is relational operators. So what does the relational operator will give us? Whenever we execute this, it will either give me a true or a false. If I go over here, see, even if I executed this, it has written me a true. If this is true, then only it has executed this. I will run the same thing again. Let us put all the relations. Let us run this. See over here, if a is greater than this, if this is greater than this, then it will return a true. If it is true, then it will go to the next statement. And suppose if this is false, then it will go to the below statement, right? In the relational operators, we will be using the first one. Let us use the first one, double equal to. Let me write this as 8. Run it. Yes, it is greater than 8. So see over here it is equal to, a is equal to this. Over here I should write it is equal to it is equal to 8. Fine, because here there is a equal to sign over here, right? If it is equal to or the value is not equal to 8, not equal to 8, right? So now it is correct. Just run it. Yes, it is equal to. Suppose I put a 9 over here. Run it. It is not equal to. Fine. It is working. Next, it is greater than or equal to. Let me copy the same. Is this greater than or equal to 8? Is 9 greater than or equal to 8? Yes, it is greater than 8. So it has given me greater or equal to 8. Just run it. Yes, it is greater or equal to 8. So it has given me this. Fine, because I have written over here greater or equal to. If it is greater or equal to, then you have to write greater or equal to. Over here it was what? It was equal to. So I will written it equal to. Now we will go with less than. It is less than. Less than or equal to. Less than or equal to 8. Run it. Is it less than? No, it is not. It is not less than or equal to 8. Okay, now it is giving me correct. the value is not less than or equal to 8. It is 9, right? It is not less than, it is greater than. Suppose I have to put 5 over here. Now it will give me the value is less than or equal to, right? Next we will go to the logical operators. We will take an example and we will solve this logical operators. So the logical operators are AND, OR, NOT. Over here, instead of just putting up one condition, if I want to put two conditions, then I can use logical operators. Suppose it is this and this. If both should be true, then you use an AND over there. Suppose I'm putting one condition over here, I want to put two conditions, right? And both the two conditions should be true. Okay, then only it will get executed. Or either this should be true or this should be true. Okay, in that condition you can use OR. We will take a very simple example. If I want to move out for a jog early in the morning. So first thing, if it is raining, it shouldn't rain. And second thing, my health should be proper, right? In order to move out. So my health should be proper and it shouldn't rain. Then only I will go out for a jogging. If not, I won't go. Okay. If it is raining, I won't go. And suppose my health is not well, then also I won't go. Even if there are no rains, but my health is not well, but I won't go, right? Because my health is not well. So both the conditions should be true over here. If you want both the conditions to be true, you should use an AND statement over here. Because you are not giving a chance over there. Both should be true, then only we will execute the statement. So let us formulate this. Let me write. First is health equal to input. Please type OK if your health is good, or type not OK. Next, environment, input, please type yes if it's raining and no if it's not raining. After this, you put a statement. If, take the next line for this. If health, over here you have to put a double equal to, should give me, see, if it is okay, it should be okay over here, okay, and next is yes. In this condition you can go out and ENV should return you yes. If both of these are true, then print you can go to jog. You can go to jog. See, if anyone is false among them, then you can't go. So directly you can write else. Print no jogging today. No jogging today. Okay, let's execute this. So before executing, let me have a look on this. Health, if it is okay, fine. Okay. Environment, please type yes if it is raining, no if it is. See, over environment we have to write no over here, which means if you want to go out for a jog, your health should be okay and there should be no rains. So you have to type no over here. One more thing over here, see, this is a string. Whatever output you are getting, it is a string, right? So string should be always written in a single quotes or a double quotes. Let's make some small changes to make it more presentable. Okay. And I will put a next line character over here. Let's run it. Enter. Please type OK if your health is good, or type not OK. Okay, my health is good. Fine. Please type yes if it is raining and no if it is not raining. Okay, it is not raining. So I will write no. Right. You can go for a jog. Execute again. Okay, if your health is fine. Enter. And type yes if it is raining. If it is raining, I will just type yes. Run it. No, you can't go for a jog. Why you can't go? Because it is raining over here. Even if your health is fine, you can't go because it is raining out. Hence, in order to get the statement printed, both this, that is a health, and this should be true. If both of them are true, then only the statement will get printed. If any one among them is false, see over here I have typed a false statement. Okay, false means it is raining. If it is raining, then this will be false. If this is false, then it won't go over here directly. It will print me this. In same way, you can use the OR statement. You can formulate it. You can take any other example for OR statement. So this is how the logical operators function. Next, elif clause. See, in elif clause, we can put as many elif over here. So that I have already told you in the example which were taken at the start. Important notes over here. There can be any number of elif statements, right? The last else, if executed, only all the condition inside fails. When is else executed? When all the conditions. See over here, when is else executed? When this will fail. Okay, if this fails, it will go over here. If this fails, it will go over here. If that also fails, it goes over here. If this also fails, it goes over here. And at the end, else is executed. Right? So else is executed at the end when all the if and elif is executed. After that, else is executed. These are a set of exercises. Try and attempt these exercises. If you find difficulty, then you look at how I have solved it. But it is necessary that you solve it. If you solve it, you will get a very hands-on this particular problem. Let's start with the problem number 1. What is the problem number 1 states? Write a program to find the greatest of the 4 numbers entered by the user. So what you need to do is, you need to give the user option to enter the number. Once he enters all the 4 numbers, you need to compare all the numbers and you have to give the highest number or the highest value. First of all, you need to take the inputs from the user. So write down A. First problem, right? Problem. Take the input from the user, A equals. You need to convert it into an integer because you need to compare it. For comparison, an integer is required. Please enter the number 1. In the same way, I want for number 2, number 3, number 4. Change this B. Now what I will be doing over here, we need to compare this. I will be taking 2 numbers at a time. So there are total 4 numbers. Take 2 numbers and these 2 numbers you compare it, find the greatest. Then the next 2 numbers you compare it, find the greatest. Okay. Then these 2 numbers, the greatest number you have found among the 4. These 2 you compare and finally you find the greatest among all 4. So in order to compare, write down if A is greater than or say equal to B. Okay. Also put a equal to statement over here. Print. In this case, okay, whichever is the highest, we have to remove it out. So whichever is highest among A or B, A is greater than or equal to, A is greater than. So you have, what you need to do is, you can write K equals A. Okay, if this is greater, it will take this. Else what it will do is, it will print K equals V. Fine. So finally K will be taking the highest value either from the A or B, whichever is the highest. In the same way, again you have to use another if statement. See, we can't use elif over here. We can't use elif, hence in order to compare all of them, it is not possible. Like suppose either this is greater, you print this, or this is greater, you print this. So over here it will work only by if statement. So use if again, C greater than D. If this is greater than D, what you can print is print, take the highest, okay, assign a variable, say J equals C. Either it is greater than or equal to, enter, else print J equals C. Over here, from this statement you will be getting the highest one, and that highest will be assigned as K. And secondly, from here you will be getting the highest one, and that will be assigned as J. So next you have to compare K and J. Write down if K is greater than, or you can write equal to J, print the highest number is K is the highest number, else space let me run it. First number 5, randomly I am just putting some numbers. It's throwing me an error over here. Over here it is told that K is an invalid keyword argument for print. So we can't use K directly for a print over here. So instead of it, don't write a print over here. Directly assign. If this is true, then this will come over here. Let me run it again. If I run it again, 88 random values. The highest number is 88. Yes, the highest number is 88. Yes, it is working fine now. Next problem. Write a program to find out whether the student has passed or failed. It requires total 40% and at least 33 in each subject. For the student to pass, the total average person should be 40%, and in each subject, there are total 3 subjects, so in each subject it should be 33% or more. Next, assume the 3 subjects and take the marks as input from the user. Problem number 3. In this particular problem, we have to use logical operators. Over here, in all the 3 subjects, it should be more than 33% or equal to 33%. Okay, so all this should be true. This should be true, this should be true, this should be true, and along with that, the average of all the subjects should be 40% or more than 40%. So that should be also true. If all of them are true, then only he is passed, else he is failed. If anyone among them is false, then he will fail. Right? So we can use logical operators over here, and we have to use AND operation over here. So we will be using an AND operation. Let's start with it. A equals int put enter marks of the subject number 1. How many subjects are there? Total 3 subjects are there. In this problem, what I am considering is, I am considering the marks out of 100. So the paper is out of 100. So whatever marks if I am getting 33 marks means it will be 33% directly. If I am getting 44 marks means it will be 44% directly. I did not calculate the percentage over here. So I have just kept it very simple. Next, what you need to do is, if A is greater than or equal to 33 and B is greater than or equal to 33. He has said greater than or equal to, right? At least 33 means it will be either equal to or more than, and if requires total of 40%. Fine. So it will be equal to 33 and C greater than equal to 33. And now I also need an average over here. So I will write ABG equals A plus B C divided by 3. This average should be about 40%, greater than equal to, enter, print you are pass. If any one among them is false, then you are fail, right? Else you can write you are fail. If any one among them is false, then he is failed. You directly I will write fail. Print. Let me run this. Execute this. Enter the marks. 55. I am giving all the marks about 33 now. Okay. 44, 88. You are passed. Next trial, I will keep it 1. I will keep it 32, and remaining I will keep it more than. You are failed. See, even if he has scored in one particular subject less than 33, he has failed. So we have done this. Next particular problem, problem number 3. What it states is, a spam comment is defined as a text containing following keywords. Now on YouTube you get a lot of videos, right? Make lot of money, click here, then subscribe this, buy now, there is an offer. Okay, these are all spams. So from this particular statement, if you see this particular statement, this, or if you see this statement, or if you see this particular statement, or this statement, all the statements, if you see this, you have to mark it as spam. It is a very simple program, this or this or this or this. So you have to use OR operation over here. Problem number 4. Let's give an input over here. A equals input, enter the statement. Enter the statement. So all the 3 statements, I will just type and I will see whether the program can detect it or not, whether it's a spam or not. If A equals a lot of money, if this, or A equals or A equals print spam. If you find any one among them, you have to print it spam. Either if this comes, then it will print a spam, or this comes, then it will print a spam. So let me copy this, run it. You make a lot of money if this, click on this. Invariant syntax, where we have to use double equal to. Run it. I will copy any one among them and let me check whether it prints it or not. Yes, it prints me as well. Suppose I put any other thing apart from it, I write Python. It doesn't give me any output, which means it is not a spam. So the program has executed successfully. Write a program to find whether the given username contains at least 10 characters or not. So we have to check whether the 10 characters are there in the username or not. So in order to check the length of them, we use the command len, right? len. This was the problem number 3. Mistake. Problem number 4. Problem. Write down name. Give an input to it. Input. Please enter your name. Please enter your name. Next, you have to check the length of A. Let me assign A equals so and so. If A is over here, it has been told it should consist less than 10 characters. So I will write down less than. It is not equal to. So it should be less than 10 characters. If it is less than 10 characters, then it will print the name. Your name is less than 10 characters. If not, you can just write. If you want else, you can always write else. Your name has more than 10 characters. More than or equal to 10 characters. Run it. Let me write my name. Less than 10 characters. Run it. The name is less than 10 characters. Let me test another one. For more than 10 characters, let me write this. What is the problem over here? Object type int has no length. Over here, the problem is the object of type int has no length. The object, what is the object now? See, over here I made a mistake. You should put name over here, right? You should put a name over here. That was a mistake. Now I will type Professor. Run it. Yes, it is giving me a proper output. The name has more than 10 or equal to 10 characters. Run it again. Okay, fine. So this works fine. Next, we proceed towards the problem number 5. What does it state that? Write a program which finds whether the given name is present in the list or not. Okay. Whether the name that you specify is it present in the particular list or not. So let us write this. Problem number 5. Run it. Name. Whatever name that you suggest, is it present in the list or not? So please enter the name. create a list of names. We'll write comma. So I have written 3 names over here. Next, now I have to check it, right? So if, see over here there are 3 names in the list. So whatever input that I take from here as a name, that we have to compare with all these 3. So what you have to do, either this or this or this or this. So either if this is true or this is true or this is true. So we have to use the OR operation over here. So it will be if name equals a zero, or 0 means the first name. How many total 3 are there? So this will be 1, or the third one will be 2. Okay. And print the name is present. Name is present. Else print the name is not present. Fine. So what it does over here is, it will take an input from here, and that input it will be comparing with the first name over here. See over here it compares with the first name, or it will compare it with the second name over here, or it will compare with the third name. If any one among them is true, then it will be printing the name is present. If all the 3 are false, then obviously it will come over here that your name is not present. Run it. Fine. Over here I have to type input, right? Hence, let me type Vishnu over here. Is that present? Yes, the name is present. Let me type some different thing over here. Maybe like Neeraj. Is Neeraj present in the list? The name is not present. Go to the problem number 6. What is the problem number 6 states? Write a program to calculate the grade of a student, okay, from his marks. If his marks are from 90 to 100, the grade is A plus, 80 to 90, A, and so on. Over here, what we have to do is, we have to take the input of the student marks. Along with that particular marks, we have to take his total. What I will be doing, first A is equal to, please enter your marks, right? Please enter the marks score. Whatever marks he has scored, you can enter. After that, what is the total marks? Enter the total marks. So first we will be taking how much marks he has scored, and second we will be taking what is the total marks of all the subjects. Okay, the grand total, right? So after that, you need to find the percentage of that. That is how much he has scored, 90%, 80%, 50%, 60%. So in order to find the percentage, write percentage equals will be A divided by B multiplied by 100. Enter. Now we have to set a condition over here. We have to check this percentage, how much he has scored with each and every condition. So first condition, it will be if this is this, then you have scored this. If this is this, then you have scored this. 90 to 100. Rest begin if percentage greater than or equal to 90. Print E plus 3 and if then next 7, 60, 50 is greater than or equal to 50, fine. Suppose if it is less than 50 means directly I will write else statement over here. Else print f run it. It's a point unsupported operands. This string we require int over here, and we require input with that. Input with this right over here. Now you run it. Please enter the marks you have scored. Suppose I have scored 250 out of 300. Enter. How much I have scored? 80. If it is less than 50%, let's just check for less than 50%. Suppose I have scored 45 out of 100. Yes, it works fine. The last particular problem, what we say is this: you have to find out whether the given post is talking about Python or not. You have to do it by yourself. It is very easy. What you need to do is, you need to generate an input over here, and from that input you have to give an input, right? And after that input, you have to generate like this. You generate number of ways in which Python can be written. Everything can be in uppercase, or everything will be in lowercase, or P will be capital or HYTON will be small, lowercase. Okay? So those three configurations you write. After writing those three configurations, you have to compare it. Okay? From the input you need to compare it whether it matches or not. If it matches, which means it is talking about Python. If not, it is not talking about Python. So I leave it up to you. It is very easy. You do it, and after doing it, paste in the comment below that yes, I have done the final exercise problem number 7, then paste it and tell me yes sir, I have done it. So that's all for today's lecture. We will meet up in the next class.